Welcome into the Ravens Rundown, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. So glad to have you with us on today's show. We'll go over the latest Baltimore Ravens injury news and finally some good news to report on the injury front in regards to J.K. Dobbins. We'll get to that in just one moment. Before we do, though, the Ravens already 1-0, and I want to make sure you like today's video if you want the Ravens to win on Sunday. Don't jinx anything. Don't take any chances. Go ahead and like today's video to send some good vibes and good mojo to the Ravens heading into this weekend's game against the Miami Dolphins. We begin with J.K. Dobbins. He was a full go in practice on Wednesday, and all signs point to that he is going to be ready to go and play against the Dolphins this weekend. The much anticipated return of J.K. Dobbins, and a lot of people are very excited about this, that he's finally ready to go for a lot of reasons. We'll dive into the impact of J.K. Dobbins in just a moment, look at some statistics, but let's begin with an interview that he had with WJZ-TV this week, and he talked about the situation, his return, saying, this injury has been tough. You know, it wasn't just a regular ACL. It was pretty bad. It was an ACL, MCL, hamstring, meniscus. It was tough to get back into where I am right now, and it meant the world to me to get back out there this Sunday and play well in front of a full house because I haven't done that yet. You know, I haven't played in front of a full stadium in Baltimore. Remember, the COVID year was the last time he played for the Ravens. I hope to get to. It will mean the world to me, and I just hope to carry the tradition of players like him. He was referred to Torrey Smith, who was in the interview there, one of the guys that interviewed him, and guys that have come before me like Jamal Lewis. Things like that, it'll be great. Look, I have high hopes for J.K. Dobbins. The last time we saw him on the football field, he was terrific. And when you look at this Ravens team and what happened last week, it wasn't great from the running game. They need J.K. Dobbins back. They need Gus Edwards back later this year as well. Here's the statistics from Dobbins in 2020. The last time we saw him on the football field, he was solid. 134 carries, 805 yards, 6 yards per carry, and 9 touchdowns. And when you look at the Ravens running back room, what they did against the New York Jets, I think that he's going to be thrown right into the fire because last week, although we've talked about on this program that the backup running backs did a really good job in the preseason, they left a lot to be desired last week in the first regular season game. Kenyan Drake, his first game as a Raven, not so great. 11 carries, 31 yards. Lamar Jackson running the football, 6 carries, 17 yards. Mike Davis, 2 carries, 11 yards. Justice Hill, 2 carries, 4 yards. And I understand you want to ease J.K. Dobbins into it. You don't want to work him too much, but at the same time, somebody's got to carry the load of this run game. You need J.K. Dobbins, and I think that he is going to play at a high level this year. Will he be great from the get-go? I don't know, but I think that we're going to see him have a breakout year with him getting to 100%, and as hard as he's worked, still very young, still has all that speed. I think he could potentially be a Pro Bowl caliber back this year. I don't think that's a stretch at all. What say you? Let us know in the comments section. Will J.K. Dobbins make the Pro Bowl this year? If you think so, type Y for yes. If not, type N for no. You're about to get an ad break while the ad's playing. Take advantage of it. Get your votes in. Let me know. Will J.K. Dobbins be a Pro Bowler in 2022? If so, type Y for yes. If not, type N for no. A couple other roster updates for the Ravens. Stephen Means, linebacker, was activated while T.J. Carey was signed to the practice squad. Carey, a defensive back. And let's tell you about both of these guys here. Let's begin with Means. Previously played for Tampa Bay, Houston, Philadelphia, and Atlanta. This is his second stint with the Baltimore Ravens, previously playing for the team as far back as 2014 and 15. Also won a Super Bowl with the Eagles and came up short of making the initial 53-man roster. Now he's on it. You look at the statistics of the last 4 seasons. He did not play in 2019. Last year, had 43 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, no sacks, no forced fumbles. But the year prior, 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 6 tackles for loss. The Ravens will hope that they can get more of what they saw on that 2020 year out of Stephen Means. Meanwhile, TJ Carey. Carey previously played for the Raiders, the Browns, and the Colts, a 2014 seventh-round pick out of the University of Ohio, and not a whole lot of experience for TJ Carey. Just started 11 games since 2018. So those are the latest roster moves from the Ravens there. Today's show is presented by BetUS, the exclusive sports book of Chat Sports, and they're offering a great deal just for Ravens Rundown viewers. If you use the promo code CHAT125, they'll give you a 125% deposit bonus. If you go to chatsports.com/bet, you put $100 down, you get $125 to spend for free. You can even bet on this weekend's game against the Miami Dolphins. Ravens favored by 3, the over-under at 44.5. I'm laying the points on the Ravens. I think they win and cover this one personally. What say you? Get your bets in. The over-under is intriguing too. 44.5. Are you feeling that one? I think we're going to see some offense. Producer Coop says, yeah, we're going to see some offense. We're going to see plenty of points there. Get your bets in now. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code CHAT125. Your turn now. Predict the score. Even if you're not feeling like making a wager, predict the score in the comment section. Let me know how this game is going to play out. Get your bets in now at chatsports.com/bet, or get in the comment section and let me know how this game plays out. Personally, me, I've said this before, and I am standing by it. I like the Ravens to win 27-20. I think that the Dolphins are a very good football team. They could find themselves in the playoffs this year, but the Ravens are a better team. The Ravens had a nice warm-up last week against the Jets. I think the offense is really going to take off here over the next couple of weeks. Give me the Ravens to win and start off the year 2-0 with a 27-20 win. Producer Coop, is that fair? Okay, so Producer Coop was high on the over, and he likes my pick. So we're all on the same page here. All right, injury news now. No surprise, based on the updates that we told you earlier this week, that Fuller and James were out for the season. They've been placed on IR, and unfortunate, Fuller, of course, a guy they signed this offseason that was going to be their number 3 corner. Jones James was filling in at the left tackle spot with Ronnie Stanley out. You hate to see that, but we told you about J.K. Dobbins earlier and other updates as well to get to. I can tell you this much, hope is on the way, okay? Look, this team's been through a lot of injuries over the last year plus now, but it's going to get better. Here's what I mean by that. Let's go through the injury report for the Ravens here. Here's who did not practice on Wednesday. Patrick Ricard at fullback, dealing with a calf issue. Calais Campbell and Justin Houston also did not practice, but that was due to rest. Those guys are older. They don't want to be out there every day. Can't blame them, quite frankly. Then limited in practice, still out there, but limited, was Marcus Peters, Ronnie Stanley, Brandon Stevens, Travis Jones, and James Proche, all with various issues there. But Peters and Stanley, at least they're back out there. Of course, they passed their physicals and all that. So I would think they're going to be back sooner than later. So that's good to see with those two guys in particular there. And at the cornerback spot, with not having Fuller, you got to have Peters or Stevens out there. Somebody's got to play outside corner this weekend. Hopefully, one of them's able to go. I think there's a good chance we see Peters back this weekend. Hopefully, Stanley as well. Of those players that we mentioned there, what player will have the biggest impact in their return to Baltimore? I think it's got the easy call. It's got to be Ronnie Stanley, who starts at left tackle and all pro. But what say you? Is it Marcus Peters? Is it somebody else there? I'm just glad that things are heading the right direction. That's good to see. I want all those guys back, but to me, I got to go with Ronnie Stanley. That feels like the obvious choice. Let me know in the comment section below. Ravens Rundown, each and every day here at the channel, covering your favorite team with the latest news, rumors, trades, free agency, and more. Be a real one and subscribe to the channel now. YouTube.com/RavensTV. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. And we will see you next time right here on the Ravens Rundown.